Hey guys, just wanted to do a quick pickups video, which I don't really do often, if I ever have at all actually, on YouTube. Thinking about it, we did one for London Gaming Market last year, me and Rudy. I picked up some all budget but interesting things to talk about in the last couple of weeks, so I just thought I'd let you have a look at what I have picked up. First off is a Sims related game I'd never seen before, and it's Sim Animals, which might sound quite childish and a bit of a cash-in. But I read reviews and it actually looks pretty good. This isn't actually for me, it's a present for my girlfriend, my fiance Holly, because she's a massive fan of the Sims series throughout that sort of PS2 Wii era, DS, and all the likes. So I thought I'd get her this to see what it's like. And it's not really like a wildlife park simulator, but is at the same time, if you know what I mean. I think you can befriend animals and annoy animals, and then you have to, obviously you're gonna go against each other and stuff, so you have to keep harmony, I believe. So I don't know if I'm gonna get a chance to play this anytime soon, but I'm more intrigued to see how Holly gets on playing it, because it looks interesting. And you know, Sims games are probably getting a bit stale with their ideas, but this looks pretty good, and might be a surprising pickup, that one. Here's an interesting one. For the PlayStation 2, 1945, 1 and 2, the arcade games. Now, I'm trying to think with like the 1942, 1943 games from Capcom, do they have a license for the years? Because this, nowhere at all on it has any mention of Capcom whatsoever. So this claims it's the arcade games of 1945, 1 and 2. So I need to do my research into what this exactly means and how relevant it is to the original series, but at no point does it mention Capcom on here. It looks like it's a low budget release just by the design and everything of the case, and the year it came out, 2004, was quite late in the PlayStation 2's life. I mean, by then, you know, we're already thinking about the PS3 coming out and not too soon after. But saying that, it looks pretty good for a top-down shooter. Yet to play it yet, but this was an absolute steal at 50 pence. I picked that up for. In fact, everything I picked up for has been absolutely dirt cheap this time around. Sim Animals, I believe I picked up for £3 or £4, which for a Sims game is not a bad price, to be honest. But yeah, this, I mean, it could be dreadful. I've never seen it or heard about it before, but because it was released on what looks like a budget label, justplayit.com, it's probably never really got looked at by the magazines or anything at the time. That's back when I used to buy Games Master all the time. So, as a big fan of the arcade shooters, the Capcom ones, and a lot of top-down shooters, check out my Dollar Arcade Club episode for 1942 original arcade go at that. I'll put the link in there. But for 50 pence, it might be great, it might be really bad, and we'll see, won't we? Doesn't really need an introduction, this one. Metal Gear Solid 2. I did own this actually originally back in the day for PS2, but for £1 I thought I will get that again for the collection, because it's still a great game, and I think the original still holds its price a little bit. It went through a stage of being cheap, and now it's gone up again. I keep trying to pick up the original again on the PS1. It was one of my favourites back in the day, but you know, like we've said on other videos, we sell a lot of our classic stuff and we regret doing it. Original Metal Gear Solid and Metal Gear Solid 2 were ones I got rid of in the past, so this was £1. Still comes with the making of DVD as well as the actual game disc, so that's cool, because I don't ever remember watching that the first time round. One thing I like about the instruction manual here, well, funnily enough, they, for some reason, CEX put in the Max Payne instruction manual as well. But the Metal Gear Solid 2 instruction manual, you've got your very basic controls on the first page, you know, just because I mean, with these games they're story led, you kind of pick it up as you go, you only need to learn the basic controls. It actually has instruction manga, it says, but it's obviously just a sort of short little graphic novel, which look quite cool. So I'll have a proper look through that at some point, you know, and you know, it's quite a cool thing to have, and that's obviously something we miss these days with no instruction manuals, like physical ones coming with games. So yeah, that's a good pickup, and it'll take me a while to get back into that game, but we'll give it a time. Next up, I picked this up. It's Batman Arkham City for the Wii U. It's the Armoured Edition, and it was only £3, I believe, as well. So for a Wii U title, and you know, I think this game probably falls on the 360 and PS3 around that price range anyway at the moment. But the Wii U games tend to hold their price a little bit more. So I was happy to pick that up mainly for the collection. I can appreciate the Batman Arkham series as a thing of beauty and what they've brought to the table in the last sort of 8-9 years. And I did have Arkham Asylum on the 360 and I did enjoy it. I wasn't very good at it and I'd get frustrated a little bit at times. But this is mainly for the collection. I'm definitely obviously going to give it a try. Might get Rudy's advice on it because he's a big Batman fan and he knows the game's off by heart. But for £3 I thought that's great to add to the collection anyway, and at some point I'll get around to playing that as well. And then finally a game that I've been holding off buying for a while, which is silly because it's been dirt cheap for about 5 years now, and that's Mad World on the Wii, which is a unique game to say the least. I got this for 50p. Excuse my nasally voice right now, I've got a little bit of a cold brewing, so you know, maybe a day off is in order to play some games. But yeah, 50p, and it's been floating around the £1.50 price mark for a while, and you know, I don't know why I put off buying it for so long. But for 50p, you know, it's a Sega title, very unique, only came out on the Wii. I'll pop in some video footage of this because it's really hard to explain it. I'll just read the little bio on the back. It says, "Join Jack, a renegade contestant in the world's deadliest game show, Deathwatch. Only the bloodiest, most creative tactics will help you alive. Help you. I can't even read this. Help keep you alive in the ultimate fight for survival." And it's kind of a cartoony drawing, black and white game, but with blood in red, obviously. But obviously the footage will show it better than I can. But the reviews were quite good for this at the time, and it's there's a few Sega games that did come out on the Wii that they didn't bother putting on anything else, and yeah, they're all good titles. So Sega really came good for the Wii during that period. But that's literally it, man. I picked up a few titles. I just wanted to share them with you, and obviously to get another video out. So thank you for watching. I'm hoping with Retro Revival, The Rivals in Walsall coming up in May, that obviously I will do some pickups there, and obviously we'll have the video for the actual event, but hopefully we'll be picked up enough stuff that me and Rudy can warrant putting out a video of the actual stuff we picked up as well. So guys, thank you for watching, and let me know if you played any of these titles, or if you think I wasted my 50p on that 1945 double whammy game. I might actually go and look on YouTube to see if I can find anything about that game now, because it's intriguing to say the least. But that was the PS2's library, you know, at some point. So many budget titles that probably got just overlooked, probably for good reasons. So we'll soon find out. But thank you for watching, guys, and I will catch you very soon.